Hey guys, this is AK Anarch again, and as promised in my previous guide, I'm bringing you a guide to Kino der Toten on how to get to higher rounds. And I don't really have much time, but I'd just like to say that I put a lot of work into this video, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. I'm probably going to have another guide to 5 coming out soon, and it was a difficult video to make, but I'm proud of the result. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to skip most of the basics. I already did a basics guide. The link to that will be in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Just click that to take you to the basics guide. If you haven't seen that yet, that might help if you're new to zombies. But anyway, again, like I said, I'm going to skip most of the basics. First 3 rounds, importantly, just knife and shoot. The basics guide covers that. This is, I'm slowing this down right here just to show you exactly what is the safest way to knife. Run forward, knife, and as you're knifing, back up. Here's another example. You notice I'm getting hit. It saves you most of the time. If you get the timing right, it'll save you from having to get hit by zombies through the window and any zombies that are outside. Normally I say that the best way to go is up top, but in this case we went to this bottom little room and we're going the bottom right. I'm showing you here how exactly to hold a zombie. Get in the opposite corner and just hold X. You can look around and you're fine. This is the back route. You go up this back way through the boiler room, down these stairs, and then you can just guard that doorway, the window back there, and the window to the right there. 2 guys can just sit up on these stairs and shoot through here. This works just as well as the other method I mentioned earlier. Here's an example of us being overwhelmed. It's very easy to back up. However, make sure that you don't stand right in the way of the doorway. In this case, my teammate just accidentally blocked me and I got down, but we get up again, back up, and we're on the move again. So now that you understand exactly how to get down here, I talk more about this in the basics guide. Again, it works. The other method works, but I'm just going to jump right into strategies. I'd like to emphasize these aren't the only strategies used. These are just 4 that I find to be very successful. Number 1, camping in the boiler room. Number 2 is the upper loop. Number 3 is the method we used, which was teleport, then do one of the 2 loops and do the stage, and then there's a staged loop. There's 2 different loops, but I'm only going to talk about the upper loop because the bottom loop isn't really a strategy on its own. It's just not something that I would suggest doing. Again, these aren't the only strategies that you can use, but they're just some that I'd like to point out to you. I'm emphasizing right here, Juggernog. You need to get Juggernog. All of these strategies basically require Juggernog, except for maybe camping in the boiler room. But Juggernog saves your life. Not only it gives you extra health, which protects you from ray gun blowback, it protects you from it allows you to get out of tight situations. Juggernog is the solution to higher rounds. If any perks you want to get, there's any perks, get Juggernog. First strategy, camping in the boiler room. Boiler room is this room over here on the far side of the stage, right past the power. Normally you want this door to be closed, so you come from the alleyway up here and don't open the door to the stage. If you're on the stage, move all the way around. First, you get 2 people camping right here. One can be farther back, and one can be sort of in the front down here. Just aim out there. Keep in mind that there's a window right to your left on the bottom of the stairs. There are 2 windows. You need 1 guy right here, and this is an easy window to cover just because you can also rack up points by shooting out this window here to cover the people on the stairs. Right here is the other window. This window is mainly more the person who can hold a zombie at the window to allow you to get the box, but they can shoot out the windows too. There is one of the meteors right here. I'll probably release another short video showing where all the meteors to turn on the music are. If these guys right here on the stairs get overwhelmed, keep in mind that there is a trap right here. On the higher rounds, it gets to the point where the round is long enough for you to use the trap twice. And after around 22, 23, or 24, around that point, I would say start using the trap twice. Second strategy is the upper loop. The upper loop is basically the way that I suggested in the beginner's guide to go. Except you loop back around. So it works well with 2 people. You go up here, you can move at a walking pace, keep that in mind. Remember to activate that trap there on higher rounds, especially if you're being swarmed or if you're in a 1 situation where your teammates have died. I would say the time to go fastest would be right here through these 2 rooms. Those are probably the tightest 2 rooms and will give you the most trouble. There is a trap on the wall back there, keep that in mind. If you want, you can hang out on the stage a bit. It's easy as long as you keep moving. And once again, we're going back straight into the loop. You head back here. Keep in mind that there is a trap right here. Use that if you need to. Just keep moving, stay out of the way of the zombies. And here is another example of the use of the trap, and keep moving on the second loop. You want to stick together with your teammate as much as possible. As long as you just keep moving in this circular kind of direction, all the zombies will pile up behind you, and at certain points, you can just stop, turn around, and shoot them all. Traps are important, especially when you're on with 4 people and 2 of your teammates have died, like I think have happened in this case, or if you're on your own. Just keep traps in mind always, especially in higher rounds when you have plenty of points to spare. At a certain point, you have plenty of points to use to use traps. Our strategy was to use the teleporter, do one of the 2 loops, go hang out on the stage, and if we need to, use the teleporter again. Here we are, starting in the teleporter. If you put some, it'd be helpful if you put some claymores down right to the left of where I'm standing right now, or around the corner, because zombies come sharp around that corner and kind of take you by surprise. That could end up giving you a bit more time in the teleporter, and that always helps. Start on the teleporter. All 4 teammates don't have to be in here. If one of your teammates is competent enough to stay up on the stage, which is fairly easy, feel free to have one guy do that. So basically, you start out in the teleporter, and as soon as you feel like you're getting overwhelmed or you start getting hit, that is the time to go. And as you'll see very shortly, we're getting hit, we move, it kills the zombies in the vicinity, and we head up to the teleporter room. Pack a punch if you need to, and then spend time throwing grenades down here. Right out the window, there's a grenades option, or where you can buy more grenades on the wall right here, and that just gives the guy down there an assist. We left the guy down there in this case in case any power-ups appear from all the zombies that you kill. They'll usually gather right up in the middle, and a max ammo on a higher round, especially when you get it down there, can be really helpful. Sometimes you can throw a monkey off to the left right after you teleport and run through all of the zombies, but it's a good idea to leave a guy down there as long as he's good enough to continue. In this case, we took the lower loop. The upper loop works just as well. I would suggest the lower loop for earlier rounds is fine, or you can take the upper loop, but the upper loop is actually better for the higher rounds, so after round 15, this is just such a tight area that you have to go through like the stairs. There's a cramped area, there's a door there, and another set of stairs, and a door farther back by the double tap, and it's just a good idea to not go this way on higher rounds, especially when you have a lot of people or zombies piling up on you, and you don't want to get stuck in those areas. If you're going to take the lower route, go through as quickly as possible. And we're right back into the teleporter again. Now, higher rounds, that's something I would suggest, but what we did in this case is we kind of hung out on the stage for a while. That works just as well, just kind of move in a circle, which I'll explain right here. If you need to link up the teleporter again, just do it like at the end of the round, or right after, as you're hanging out on the stage, if someone wants to do the upper loop. Moving on, stage loop. Stage loop, there's really nothing to it. It works with 4 people, it works with 2 people, it works by yourself. It's a bit risky, but it's still a lot more fun than camping, at least in my opinion. So you got plenty of space right here, which is always good. The idea is to just keep moving. Always keep dodging around the zombies. And if you keep good awareness and just kind of keep an eye on all sides and keep moving, it's really easy to just dodge around the zombies like I did there. You sprint, dodge past them, jump off. It's not that hard to do it. It's a pretty simple loop, and you just keep moving in circles around the stage. That's generally what I like to do. If you want, you can head back into behind those 3 big walls, and that works too. And that's perfectly fine if you want to just change it up a bit. I would say that moving around on these 2 sets of staircase is perfectly fine. I can sprint through any holes that I want. Use the turret if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, but like as you can see, there's a huge pile of zombies behind me, and I'm fully capable of just walking away from them. What you need to understand is that you never want to hesitate when you're doing this strategy. When using this strategy, you want to always, if you see an opening and you feel at all like you're going to get trapped, take the opening, get through the zombies, and move from there. Most important thing to take from all of this, which I'll re-emphasize when I show you how to take care of dogs, the most important thing is just to keep moving. If you keep moving, and you have Juggernog. Like I said, Juggernog is essential for these strategies. If you keep moving and have Juggernog, you're going to be perfectly fine. There's 2 different ways to handle dogs. What we just did was kind of take the more chaotic way, which was kind of just kind of mess around right here and just not really, we didn't really bother to have much of a strategy. We all just kind of spread out. The more spread out you are, it's easier to just handle all your own dogs. The other way you can do it is just sit up in the teleporter, and once and that works fine too. Or pick another corner. Pick a corner right up next to that window right there, or right there. Dogs still come out of the windows, um, and that works. Dogs are really one of the easiest parts of of zombies, if you ask me. It's really not a hard thing to do, and it'll give you a max ammo every time. So it's really, you shouldn't have any problem with dogs. But if you're really afraid of what's going to happen to you, then I would say that you just go with just go with camping in a corner if you're unsure about dogs. Well, that's about wrapping up the guide, guys. Thanks for watching. If you feel like I left anything out, or if there's a better strategy, send me a private message or leave a comment, and maybe I'll make a video outlining your strategy. Just another follow-up video. Be sure to comment, rate, and especially subscribe. That really motivates us to make more videos. I'll have another zombies guide probably coming out within the next month. And I know I've emphasized this a lot, but our montage is in the works. I'm about over halfway, and I hope to get it out by next weekend or 2 weekends from now. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching.